Hello students, now I am going to start the chapter LPP of 12th standard. The last concept, that is how to find out the solution of LPP by graphical method. So in the previous lecture we learned how to formulate the LPP, that is mathematical formulation of LPP. So in this exercise, that is 7.4, we are going to know how to find out the solution of the LPP, that is linear programming problem. So these examples are similar to that of the exercise 7.3. The first half part of the examples are the same that of the exercise 7.3. Just we're going to know how to solve this one. So the example is solve the following LPP by graphical method. Maximize z is equals to 11x plus 8y subject to x is less than equals to 4, y is less than equals to 6, x plus y is less than equals to 6, x is greater than 0 and y is also greater than 0. So in the previous examples, in exercise 7.3, we know how to arrange these equations. So just we have to omit this. Maximize means this one is your objective function. So z is equals to 11x plus 8y is your objective function. So omit this one and just we have to start from these equations. Subject to, after that with the equations we are given, we have to start from this. So first one is x is less than equals to 4. Second one is y is less than equals to 6. And the third equation we are given, that is x plus y is less than equals to 6. So listen carefully, that is you have to start from the equations after the subject to. So we have to convert these equations into the corresponding equation. So x is equals to 4, y is equals to 6 and x plus y is equals to 6. Now similarly we have to find out the x coordinates and y coordinates. So for finding the x coordinate, put y is equals to 0. So in this example or in these equations there is only one variable, so there is no need to find out the second coordinates. Just we are given the x coordinate, then y is ultimately 0. Here also if we are given the y coordinate, then x is ultimately 0. So here first point we got, that is a 40 and b is 06. There is no need to write the region because the equation of the line, that is x is equals to 4, is the line which intersects the x-axis at 4, and also y is equals to 6 means this line intersects the y-axis at point 6. Now in this equation there are two variables, that is x and y. So here we have to put down y is equals to 0, so we'll get x is equals to 6, and after putting x is equals to 0 we get y is equals to 6. So here we get the 2 points, C60 and second one is 06. So instead of writing the new point, since these both the coordinates or both the points having same coordinate, that is 06, 06, if this is b, so here we also can put, instead of d writing b, means both the coordinates are same. So if this point is b, this one is also b. Now we have to find out, either we have to draw the arrows on origin side or non-origin side. So you know how to do it. So you have to put down the coordinates of origin in the x and y position. So 0 plus 0. So here total we get 0 is less than equals to 6, which is true, and so we have to draw the arrows on the origin side. So you know all of this. So next one, now we're going to put down the lines. So first one, so this is the line of the equation x is equals to 4. So I told you that is x is equals to 4 means this line intersect the x-axis at point 4, and the next line is y is equals to 6. So y is equals to 6 means this line intersects y-axis at point 6. And now the next line, that is x plus y is equals to 6. For that we have to put down the 2 points, that is C 60 and B 06. 60. So here you see 60 and second one is 06. So 06. So here we join these 2 points, that is C and D. Sorry, C and B. So BC line is here, and this is the line of the equation x plus y is equals to 6. Now for this line we already find, that is we have to draw the arrows on origin side. So for this line, that is BC, origin side is this side, and so here see the point of intersection of these two lines, that is x is equals to 4 and x plus y is equals to 6, intersect at this point. So there is a point P, we gave it the name. So here we have to draw the arrows like this one. And now after that, so this total portion, so the portion which we draw with the lines is called as a feasible region. And feasible region is denoted by these points, that is O, A, P and B, and again up to O. So this is the closed portion, closed region is nothing but the feasible region. I repeat, that is O, A, P, B and again O. So this region is called as a feasible region. So I write here, that is feasible region is O, A, P, B, O. Now to find the solution of this LPP, we use a method which is called as a corner point method. So this is used for finding the solution of LPP. Well, another method is there, but this one is very simple, corner point method, which is used for finding the solution of LPP. So before going to find the solution, first we have to find out the coordinates of this point of intersection, that is P. We know the coordinates of A, then C, which is given in your example. Just we are going to find out the coordinates of P. So you know that is the point P is the point of intersection of the two lines, that is x is equals to 4 and the second one is x plus y is equals to 6. So I write here, that is to find the coordinates of P. P is the point of intersection of the two lines such that x plus y is equals to 6 and x is equals to 4. Just we are going to solve this. Just I put this value x is equals to 4 in this equation, and we have to find out the coordinate of y. So we get here y is equals to 2 by solving this. Since the coordinates of P are, this one is x coordinate, that is 4 and y coordinate is 2. So this is the, so these are the coordinates of P, that is 4 and 2. So by intersection of these two lines we get the point P, and by using these two lines or by using these two equations we can easily find out the coordinates of P by like this one. Now see your objective function. In the start of this example you are given that is z is equals to 11x plus 8y. So it is nothing but the objective function, z is equals to 11x plus 8y. Now you have to just put down these points here. So first point is O. So coordinates of O is you know that it is origin, so coordinates are 0 0. Next one A. So see here A. So A, the coordinates of A are 4 and 0. So you already write it in the table. So see here, coordinates of A is 4 0, B is 0, 6, C is 6 0. So just we have to write down this again. So the coordinates of O 0 0, then coordinates of A 4 0, P we already find it here, that is 4 2, and B is 0 6. Now we have to just put these values of these coordinates in the position of x and y. So Z in bracket you have to write down this point, that is O, and 11x. So for this x we have to put down the x coordinate as a 0, and for y it is also 0. Next z of A, that is for point A. Say in the same equation we have to just put down the values of x and y. So x is 4 and y is 0, and by solving this we get that is 44, that is 11 4s are, here is 0, here total is 0. Next one for P, that is 4 2, again z of P. So 11, instead of writing x we have to write down the coordinate, that is 4, and for y we have to write down 2. So 11 4s are 44 plus 16, so total we get here 60. And for B 0 6, z of B is equals to 11 into 0 plus 8 into 6, that is 48. So out of these four values, that is 0, 44, 60 and 48, the maximum value is 60, because in the example you have asked that is maximize. So here we have to find out the maximum value. So 60 is the maximum value. So Z has the maximum value 60 at which point? At point P, having coordinates x is equals to 4 and y is equals to 2. So this is the solution of this inequation. X is equals to 4 and y is equals to 2. Now similarly we can solve example number third. I am going to solve the third. All examples are same, method is same. So I am going to solve the third example. So maximize z is equals to, so this is objective function, z is equals to 7x plus 11 y subject to 3x plus 5y less than equals to 26, 5x plus 3y less than equals to 30, x is greater than 0 and y is equals to, y is also greater than equals to 0. These are the non-negativity constant, just we have to write down it, don't solve, just they are given in your examples. So my first inequation, so we have to write down the equations after the subject to. So 3x plus 5y less than equals to 6 and 5x plus 3y less than equals to 30. So these are the two inequations we are given, and this one is the objective function. We use it at the end of this example. So this is the last part of the example. So we write here the two inequations. We have to convert it into the corresponding equation. So we have convert it using the equal to sign. Now see, here I am going to put down the value of y coordinate is 0. So after solving we get that is 26 upon 3. It is the x coordinate, and when we put x is equals to 0 we get y is equals to 26 upon 5. So my first point A is 26 upon 3 is 0 and 0 26 upon 5. And again here we have to write down the put down the coordinates of origin, that is 0 0. So we'll get 0 is less than equals to 26, which is true. So we have to draw the arrow on origin side. Same for the second equation, we put here y is equals to 0, so we get x is equals to 6. And for second next point we put x is equals to 0, so that we get y is equals to 10. So here the we get the 4 points. Again here we have to put down the coordinates of origin. So 5 into 0 plus 3 into 0, here total we get 0 is less than equals to 30, which is true, and so we have to draw the arrows on origin side. Now we're going to put down the going to draw the graph. So see here, for my first point is 26 by 3 and 0, and next one is the 26 upon 5. So first we have to convert these fractions into the decimal point. So 26 by 3, so by dividing this 26 by 3 we'll get here 8.7 approximately, and 26 by 5 we get 5.2. So these are my 2 points. So first we have to plot a point, that is 26 by 3 means here 8.7. So approximately we have to draw it here 8.7. So this is 8.7 and 0. So my point is on the x-axis. So here is the a point, and the second b is, that is 5.2. Since 26 upon 5 is 5.2. So point B is here. So after 5 the two lines. So here we got our B point, and then we have to join this A and B. So A and B, we join here AB, and this is the line of the equation 3x plus 5y is equals to 26. So after that we have to plot the point C and D. So C having the coordinates 6 0 and D is also 0 10. So 6 0, here is the 6 0, so my C point is here, and D is 0 and 10. Now again we have to join this line, that is C and D. So here is my D point, and this is the line of the equation 5x plus 3y is equal to 30. Now see, these two lines intersect at point P. Now we have to draw the line arrows on the origin side. So the origin side of this line is towards this line, because the origin is on this side, and for this one also the origin side is like this one. So we have to draw the arrows like this one. So we start from this B point, and see the half part of this line and half part of this line, so they are intersect at point P. So we have to take this region. So this region is called as a feasible region, and it is bounded. So the bounded region we can say that is O, C, P and B. Again I repeat, O, C, P, B and again O. So O, C, P, B, O. So this is called as a feasible region. So again we use here the corner point method. So for this, first we have to find out the coordinates of P by using the equations of these two lines. So these two lines are 5x plus 3y is equals to 30 and 3x plus 5y is equals to 26. So these are the two lines and P is the point of intersection of these two lines. So by solving these equations, we get that is the x coordinate is 4.5. So you know how to solve the simultaneous equations. So by solving this, we get here x is equals to 4.5, and again we are going to put down this value, that is 4.5, in the equation 5x plus 3y is equals to 30. So we, by solving, we get it is y is equals to 2.5. So these are the coordinates of point P, that is 4.5 and 2.5. Now we the next point is to find out the solution. For that purpose, we have to take the objective function, that is z is equals to 7x plus 11y. And now we're going to write down the points, that is first point is O, C, P, B. O repeat here, so just we have to write down it for one time. O, C, P and B. So here I write that is O, coordinates of O is 0 0, C is 6 0, so which is given in our example, that is C is 6 0. Next one, P is 4.5 and 2.5, we just find it here, that is 4.5 and 2.5. And the B is 0 and 26 upon 5. Now we're just going to put down this value in this objective function in place of x and y. So z of O, put down the value x as a 0, that is the coordinate here, x coordinate, and y coordinate. So total we get here 0. C, the coordinate of C, the coordinates are 6 0. So x, the value of x is 6 and the value of y is 0. Put here the value, so we'll get here 42. Similar for P and B. So finally we get, by solving it, the value is 59 and here 57.2. So see these four values, 0, 42, 59 and 57.2. So out of these four values, the highest or maximum value is 59, and it is at point P, where the x having the value 4.5 and y is 2.5. So z has the maximum value 59 when x is equals to 4.5 and y is equals to 2.5. So this is the solution of this example. Now we're going to solve the next example, that is question number 6, which is related to the minimization. So this is some different example, because the first examples are related to maximize. Now here we have to say minimize. So minimize, z is equals to 7x plus y subject to 5x plus y greater than equals to 5 and x plus y greater than equals to 3. X is greater than equals to 0 and y is greater than equals to 0. So here given in equation is, we have to write down the inequations, after that subject to. So 5x plus y is greater than equals to 5 and x plus y is greater than equals to 3. So corresponding equations we have to write down. So you know how to find out this. So here we got the 4 points, that is A, B, C, D, by putting this x is equals to 0 and y is equals to 0. And since there is a sign greater than equals to, so 0 is greater than equals to 5, here also we get 0 is greater than equals to 3. So the arrows we have to draw on the non-origin side. For both the lines it is non-origin side. Now we're going to draw the graph. So I draw here the graph. My first point A is 1 0, so here is A point. B is 0 5, so here is B. Next one, C is 3 0, so here is the point C, and the D is the 0 3, so it is 0 3. So first we have to join these two lines, 2 points, that is A B. So I draw in here A B, and next one it is C D, so I join here C D. So since we have to draw the arrows on the non-origin side, so see the AB line first. So this is AB line, its non-origin side is towards this portion, and for the line CD, again the non-origin side portion is towards this line. So see the point of intersection of these two lines. the point of intersection is P. So we have to start the lines from this B, P and C. So we draw here the arrows. Now see here the feasible region. It's actually it's not closed. So here to start from x axis. So how to write down the area? So X, C, P, B and Y. I repeat it. X, C, P, B and Y. So this is my feasible region. So feasible region. So X, C, P, B and Y. So first we have to find out the coordinates of P, since it is the point of intersection of these two lines. So 5x plus y and x plus y. So by solving this we get the value of x as a half and the value of y as a 5 upon 2. So these are the coordinates of x and y. We solve it by using the simultaneous equation method. Now we have to take our objective function, which is already given in example, that is z is equals to 7x plus y. So z is equals to 7x plus y. So our feasible region. So here don't take x and y, just we have to take the point that is C, P, B. So C having coordinates 3, 0, P is half and 5 by 2 and B is 0, 5. So by putting these values, so we get here the numbers, that is 21, 6 and 5. So out of these 3 points, 3 solutions, the smallest number, since here we have to minimize, so the minimum number or minimum value here we got, that is 5. And so Z has the minimum value 5 when x is equals to, here x is equals to 0 and y is equals to 5 at point B. So this is all about the chapter LPP. So here we finish this chapter. So in next lecture we will see the next chapter. Thank you.